working on my lighting, but
Every voice, every dream, we light the way with words of power, hearts arise. The art of encouragement shines. So leaning close, the journey starts. A moment of truth, a shift in heart. Together we rise, together we stand. With courage and love, we change the land. Bringing hope, inspiring change. Every voice, every dream, we light the way with words of power.
Mark, hello.
hey,
So good seeing you today, my friend. How and to you who are watching us today, welcome back to the Art of Encouragement, the place where your story isn't just welcomed, it's wanted, where your purpose gets a microphone and your pain turns into power. I'm Nick Patterson, and today's episode's just a little bit different, guys, because it's not just encouragement, it's a call. It's a call to the dreamers. It's a call to the starters and the restarters, to the entrepreneurs who feel like imposters, to the speakers who've been told they talk too much, or worse, not enough. For those who are rebuilding from the ground up, this episode today is for you. And I want to talk to you about something coming up next Saturday that might just be the most important thing you say yes to this year. Mark, I said I was going to talk about it, but you go ahead and talk about what are we doing here, to become unstoppable here.
I'm so grateful you brought this up, Nick. I feel, if you have ever experienced this in your life, that you've been taking the wrong path, or you've been serving everyone else's needs, you're neglecting your needs, you were pushing your dream to the side, and you say, well, I'm not ready, or I don't have the resources, or this other thing is more important, or I have to do this for somebody else. If you ever felt this, that you were pushing yourself to the side in the name of being a people pleaser, or maybe in the name of building something, this is for you. And this is for you if you are an entrepreneur, but you are so confused, you are so overwhelmed, you don't know where to start, and you have a message. You have a message that you think is going to make a difference for your clients. So we have this special event. It's called the Blueprint Breakthrough. Is that right, Nick?
That's right. It is a blueprint breakthrough, because when we have a breakthrough with our blueprint, we have boldness. We have the ability to become unstoppable. And that's what I want to ask you today. When was the last time you felt really heard? Or when was the last time you spoke up without shrinking back? Or have you ever thought, I have this vision, I've got this calling, I just don't know how to get it out of my head and make it happen? I get it. I've been there. Started businesses from nothing. I've lost everything. I've stood on stages and performed where I didn't believe I belonged. And I've got to tell you the truth. You don't need another course. You don't need more content. You need a breakthrough. You need a blueprint. And most of all, you don't need perfection. You need boldness, the kind that's messy, raw, and 100% yours. So that's what we're doing next Saturday together. You're going to be able to your message, your why, so clearly that it gives people chills. Talk to that, Mark. How can someone craft a message just by being heard that it gives someone chills?
I feel that one of the biggest obstacles to making your voice heard and speaking from your entire being to make sure that people receive you is self-imposed limitations. You and I, we met through Toastmasters, and everyone comes to that excellent nonprofit, uh, advancing after their goals. For me, it was I needed validation. I needed someone to say, I believe in you, Mark. I give you the applause. And that fueled me forward. However, I didn't have the blueprint to apply it outside of Toastmasters because it was a little bit rigorous at the time and for other reasons as well. So if you have some kind of hang up from your previous life or your current life that says you need validation or you are not enough, or my accent, Nick, when I first came to United States, I was so afraid of my accent, and people had such a difficult time hearing me, understanding me, and they would stop and say, "What was that? Can you say that again?" And it was delivered with such hurried manner that I just shrink, and I shrink more and more. They didn't mean it, but I felt devalued and dejected and discarded just because I have a different accent from what people have heard. And this is not something I talk about, but I will talk about it here. So whatever your hang up is, you feel like, oh, people will, my half friend on Facebook will say something or not. Is that what's stopping you? Or maybe it's your parent who said, well, she can never speak. Or even my parent, like my father, he said, well, his language skills are not so good when I went as a teenager. And it really hurt. It really hurt. And it discouraged me. So whatever hangups you have, we're going to address it. And the blueprint is something you can use. So you don't have to guess. You don't have to reinvent, but you're going to know. This is based on pain and suffering that Nick and I have endured in the last 10 years in our communication journey, and we're going to deliver it for you.
That's it. And when we say deliver, we're talking about not just we're going to do this for you and you're going to remember how we did it. It's so important to realize that you already have every answer within you we're going to be asking. It's so important for you to realize that you already have so many of the attributes needed to be a bold leader, a bold communicator, a bold entrepreneur that's going to go places others haven't been. And it takes pulling that out, learning how to articulate it, and how to share it with someone so that it matters to them. We can have something that's so cool that could really change the world and change the quality of life. But if we don't present it the right way, if people don't see immediate value to them, they're just going to think you're talking about yourself. And you're devaluing their experience, their time, each second that you just talk about you. It's about them. And if you're wanting to communicate in a way that brings chills, that brings tears, and that encourages hope, it is one of those things. Thank you so much, Richard. We believe in you as well. Thank you so much. It's vital at this moment that you own where you are and where you want to be. Again, next week, you're going to be able to go through. You're going to be able to get a plan, and you're going to be able to have an ownership that's internalized, that I believe serves as a catalyst. It's that fire that keeps you going. When we spend time with others that have that same energy, synergy is created. So when you spend time in a room with people who are visionary, who want to communicate better, who are ready to go in and lead, guess what happens? You're going to have some of that accumulative effect, and you're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to be challenged. And whether you stand up, whether you step up right then in that space or not, and find your voice, here's the thing. You're going to see how they did it. You're going to be finding that blueprint. Next Saturday, you might not be able to deliver your next TED Talk or international speech contest, winning speech, anything like that. But here's the thing, you'll be one step closer because you'll own it. And again, that blueprint, it's all about giving you your own power. It's all about giving you your own power. So let's get to the basics. Let's get to the blueprint, right? And let's get to the breakthrough. I'm so excited, Mark. I am so excited. We've got a wonderful Saturday planned for you, Mark. Why would someone sign up for this? Why, if you were just talking to someone randomly, why would they want to sign up?
Well, if you are, if you know, the thing is, you cannot build success in isolation. You need
Yes.
someone to give you qualified feedback that is delivered in a way that makes sense for you. So this is a blueprint, and this is a feedback mechanism where we're going to show you, well, this has worked for me. This has worked in this way. Try this. And I'm so excited to do it with you, Nick, because you have this amazing ability to come up with just the amazing ideas, and you have the boldness to carry them out. Sometimes, you carry them out to, in different ways, and it's you just take so many risks that they yield so much success. So that's why I'm so excited to do work with you on this. And so if you feel that you need help, qualified help with people who have monetized their messages over the years, and so you don't have to spend years, or maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, trying to get there on your own, trying to collect all the information. How many bookmarks do you have on your browser? How
That's
many
it.
PDFs you have downloaded in your Google Drive? How many different notes you have collected everywhere, and nothing is happening? So we want to invite you. And if you feel that our energy is a good match, our pacing is a good match, come to the event, and you'll walk away with a blueprint so you can use your message, your voice to monetize and to grow. And
That's it.
what is that? What is it going to be worth to you?
I think some people would give a small fortune for that. We're not going to ask you to do that, though. You've waited long enough. In the world, it's not looking for perfect. It's looking for present. It's looking for real. It's looking for you. So join us next Saturday. Say yes to your voice. Say yes to your vision, and say yes to your future. This is going to be a breakthrough blueprint, because the next chapter of your life, it's not going to write itself. And Mark, we're not dancing around the price. To join us next Saturday for 5 hours, you get resources. You've heard all the other deliverables we've talked about. This is the time where you're going to get a polished elevator speech, a pitch, strategies to speak with clarity and confidence to any room, regardless of its size. You're going to have entrepreneur tools for you to use now. Guess what? That aren't going to break your bank. And it's not going to be a monthly subscription for $1 million or anything. But again, I believe the biggest opportunity is that cohesive connection when we connect with others that are also building on purpose. We'll be coaching, we'll be teaching for $39.99. It's less than $10 an hour. And there's two of us. Less than $10 an hour, because we're growing, we're learning. We want to empower you. And guess what? We want to empower more people around the world to achieve their dreams as well. So we're starting here. We're starting with this immersive experience. And here's the thing. The only thing that's going to stop you is doubt. Probably not doubt in us. We've done it. We've shown, we have those successes now. but it's your time. We want to celebrate you. We want to partner with you for your breakthrough. So join us. We're going to be posting a link. We're going to be asking you to share it. And we're going to encourage you to live your best life on purpose.
So join us. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week right here on the Art of Encouragement, the day before that breakthrough. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.